This right here, the bus ride so this is going to Fort Jackson, which this ain't nothing. You know, Fort Jackson ain't shit, man. If you're going to Fort Benning, that sucks ass. That's the worst shit. So this would be to like their indoctrination station. So what you'll do, you'll go in first and do a bunch of paperwork. They'll shave your head. You know, you call your family one last time, hang up the phone, this and that. I haven't seen this video yet, but I know of it up to about a minute. So this is all you hear. And everybody's quiet. I remember being so quiet. I remember sitting on the side of the bus. I was in the right seat. I was at the window seat. And there was somebody behind me, and we front load our backpacks. They tell you front load your backpacks so that you can get on and off the bus real quick and easy. And I remember thinking, God damn it, dude, I'm nervous. I wasn't scared, but I was just so nervous. I was nervous because I didn't know what was going to happen, for one, and I knew I just gave away everything in my life that I've ever known and had possession of. And I'm going in there literally naked, mentally naked, to meet a bunch of new people and do a bunch of new things, even if I don't want to do it. And I knew that shit made me nervous. I still had my hair at this time. My best friend, Ranger buddy, first 3 years, 5'6", badass, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. All right, let's keep going. Everybody's nervous. Nobody's talking. I wasn't even on my phone. I wasn't even listening to music. I was going ahead and getting rid of that. Got your papers right there. You got your papers. You got your bag. That's it. Looks like they just stopped.
All right, listen up. Everybody take the cell phones out. Hold them up. All right, on behalf of Lieutenant Colonel Brown, Command Sergeant Major Carr, welcome to the 120th AG Battalion, Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Take your phones, turn them off, put them in your bags. All right, I'm a drill sergeant. Everyone wearing a hat like this or something similar is a drill sergeant. You will address us as drill sergeant. Do you understand?
Yes, drill sergeant.
From here on out, the last 3 words out of your mouth will be yes or no, drill sergeant. Do you understand?
Yes, drill sergeant.
So a few things are going to happen. First, when I tell you to get off my bus, females, you're going to get out first. You're going to go to the vertical yellow lines on the left side in front of you. Males, you're going to go to the vertical yellow lines on the right side. Your paperwork will be in your left hand. Your bags will be in your right hand. Paperwork in the left hand, bags in the right hand. Females on the left, males on the right. You will have your heels, both of your heels, together on the vertical yellow lines. Do you understand?
Yes, drill sergeant.
You have 2 minutes to get off my bus. Go.
Yeah, they are being nice. So this is one of the only things I miss about the military, because I've had employees since the military and every single fucking one has been fired. I don't have any more editors. Even when I owned my own company before streaming, I fired everyone. Nobody, no fucking body works hard and they don't fucking listen. And that is what I miss about the military. What he just did, for one, he was very direct, precise. And two, he gave them every piece of information. One, it's setting you up for failure because you're a civilian and you're not used to a bunch of information at once. But two, it's time to start getting used to that. And that's what I miss. Being able to tell somebody something and it just gets done. You just do it. There is no, well, I overslept or, there's none of that bullshit. That's what I miss. Take your cell phones out. All right. Hey, it's done. It's super simple and easy, direct, and it gets done. That's what I miss. So I was over here. This is like me right here. I was over there as soon, and I'm not shitting you, as soon as the drill sergeant came on the bus, it was very, it's exactly what I expected because he acted like a drill sergeant from the movies. Because when you see movies, it's like he's all yelling. It's down, the bill's down here of his drill sergeant hat. It was very by the book, and I was nervous, like, oh shit, In my mind, I'm thinking, was he screaming? He was louder than, he wasn't screaming, but he was louder than him. It was late. We got there around 9 p.m., I think it was, or probably it was dark. So we got there around probably 8:30 in the summer. And here, let's keep going. So everybody gets up. I got up and I'm like, fuck. I'm still nervous at this point. Still nervous. Heart still beating. See how quick everybody gets off the bus? And they're also being nice in front of the cameras, too. I remember yelling. I remember hearing yelling. Immediately hearing yelling.
Hurry up, come on, let's go. Get that bag off. Get that bag off. Get that phone down. Let's go.
I did the same shit.
You, hurry up. Boo, get up there.
Go, hurry up. Get off the bus. Get those bags off your bus. Let's go.
Female, put your hair in a tight bun behind your head. Tight bun behind your head. Do it now.
Let's go.
No, so my mindset with this is I remember exactly what I was going to do. I always remembered this quote. It's going to sound so kind of fucking lame. I remember the quote from whatever that movie was that, what's his dick? He played the devil. He was with Keanu Reeves. They were a lawyer. Does anybody remember that movie? God damn, I can't remember that movie. Al Capone and Keanu Reeves. Al Capone was the devil. Devil's advocate, yeah. He said something. He said, yeah, Pacino, Al Capone, what the hell? He said something to Keanu Reeves. He's like, one or two things happen when men get nervous. They fold or under pressure. They either fold or they focus. And I remembered that quote and I was like, it was just natural to me. So I was like, I'm going to focus. So he said, all right, get your phones out, get your paper out, and put your toes or put your heels on the line. Face it this way. You're facing this way because that's at the position of attention. That's how your feet are when you're at the position of attention. So I was like, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do what I'm told. And so I did that. And then I waited for the next instruction. I didn't ask, do I stand here, sir? Civilians do that. That still bothers me. If I say, hey, Bashemoth, do a twirl. Let me use somebody else. God damn it. Klaatu, do a twirl, take a left, and go to the end of the hall. Stand there. He's not saying, do you want me to go left or right? Let me twirl left or right. Which way? You want left side of the hall, right side of the hall? That's what civilians do. They just keep talking. They keep asking 1,000 questions. Just do what you're told. Just fucking just do what you're told. That's it. But I remember, and then I just waited for my next set of instruction. And I remember when we were out there, God's taking me back. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I remember I went to the right side. As soon as I got off the bus, I went to the right. Right? I stood there like this, and I saw somebody get smoked. Getting smoked is making you do exercise. Push-ups, sit-ups, whatever, mountain climbers, anything. And I remember just some kid, don't know who it was. They were like, all right, do push-ups. You can't follow instructions. Go ahead and do push-ups. Go ahead and work out. You can't be stupid. If you're going to be stupid, you're going to be strong. And I remember as soon as he started doing push-ups, I swear to God, chat. I swear to God. All the nerves flushed away. I was no longer nervous. I was ready. Because I realized that these are humans. So I was no longer scared. Swear to God. It was always the unknown, the unknowing of what's going to happen and how it's going to be that made me nervous. But actually doing it itself made me prepared. And I was fine. Because it's just humans. They're not going to kill me. They're fine. It's just a human. I don't fear humans. And that's what made it very, all right, I'm just going to get through this. Seeing that punishment wasn't that bad. Yeah, I was a stud going in. My weakest link was running, and it's all you do in the military, but I was strong. So I knew they weren't going to get me with that. But listen. See if they follow instructions.
Look straight forward.
You can't look around. Don't look around.
Go, female. All right, at this time, you're going to raise your left hand directly in front of you and make it so you are not touching the person in front of you. Raise your hand now. If you're in the front, there is nobody there. Put your hand down.
They always get you with that. It's so funny. Raise your hand so you know you're not touching the person in front of you. First person goes. Nobody's in front of you, candidate. Put your arm down. What are you doing? Make you feel stupid. Like, use your fucking head. Don't be an idiot. They get you every time. Was there anything embarrassing that happened to your group of cadets on your first day? Well, they're not called cadets. That's like a different program. It's just privates. I'll think of something. Let's keep watching.
Make it so you don't touch them. If you're about to run into the bus, break it off, get up here.
Go, white shirt, break up your knee. Go, Jack, break up here.
You don't want to be last. You don't want to be last.
Put your arms down. Put your bags in front of you now. Put your paperwork on top of your bags. Male, face to your left, females to your right. Do it now. Listen up, if you're wearing a hoodie, jacket, coat, any type of outerwear, and you have an appropriate shirt on underneath that outerwear, you're going to take it off and put it inside of your bag. Do it now.
We should not see skin. Should not see skin. Go, hurry up. Go. Everything you do fast. Hurry up.
Now.
So remember, while you're watching this, all you got to do is think, what did he just tell me to do? Just take your cut off, put it in the bag. Okay. If you don't do nothing. You just stand there, wait for the next instruction. Super easy, super simple. But a lot of people will try to remember everything. Just remember now.
If you're wearing any jewelry, earrings, body piercings, anything other than a wedding band or an all-black watch, take it off, put it in your bag.
Don't move, motherfucker!
Wedding rings, all-black watch.
I would have got him fast!
Your hands by your side. Heels together. Your heels are on the yellow line.
Unless
They're
you're
practicing
wearing
standing at
athletic
attention.
Pants, yoga pants, jeggings, leggings, ball shorts, sweatpants. Unless you're wearing some of those athletic pants, you're going to tuck your shirt in. When you do this, you will not unbutton. You will not undo any belts. You will make it so that way we see nothing other than you tucking in your shirt. Do it now.
Quickly, let's go. Quickly, let's go.
No, these are pogues. These aren't combat arms.
Dude,
Fuck no.
Here. He said, do not tuck your shirt in if you are. Attention to detail. Pay attention. Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Now listen up. You have already failed your first task. Your only task that I have given you. I gave you 2 minutes to get off the bus because you were moving very slow.
Another thing about this is that people don't understand is that they're going to make you fail every single time. My basic training, what they did, and we knew this. This is the thing that my basic training, it wasn't full of like 18-year-old kids. It was full of dudes there was a doctor in my basic training. There was a guy that owned an IT company, sold it, was a millionaire, and then decided to join. There was like a bunch of smart dudes that were in there. All ages, everything. So many different backgrounds. There's these things called phases in OSIT. You got like red phase, you got blue phase, green phase, black, and then gold or something like that. And red phase is when it sucks the most. No privacy, no this, no that. You got nothing. It is the bottom tier. You don't want to be in red phase. We did red, blue, and then green. I can't remember the colors, but I knew red was the first phase. We got to almost the third phase, and then the first sergeant's like, all right, privates, since you can't do this and that, and you wanna disrespect my drill sergeants, blah, 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 we're gonna send you back to red phase. And we remember thinking, we didn't do that bad. This is scripted. We're supposed to fail. And we didn't give a fuck. So when you join, you're gonna fail because you need to feel that failure and you need to get discipline. That discipline makes you disciplined. And a lot of people don't understand that. Is there an age restriction to join? Yes, there is. I can't remember what it is, but I think it's like mid or late 30s. That you have to get a waiver, I think, at that point. We call them reserves.
I had about one person for every 5 that was actually moving with a purpose. So what you're going to do now, everyone get in a push-up position. Do it now.
36, waiver in 40.
The position you are in is called the front leaning breast position. From here on out, this is the front-leaning rest position. If you ever hear someone say, front-leaning rest position, move. When they say move, that is the command of execution. When they say move, you will get into this position. This position is the front-leaning rest position. Ma'am, I recommend you fix your face because you need to make your attitude less visible. Check it out. There are a few things we will tell you.
Fix your face.
All of them require simple yes or no's. All of them require you to move with a purpose. And if you have an attitude, you need to put it away. And if it's showing on your face, you really need to fix your face. Start doing push-ups.
Terrible. Disgusting.
There are simple things that we will tell you.
Look at these sorry-ass push-ups.
We make it so you do not have to think. We will tell you everything you need to know. We will tell you the who's, the what's, the where, and the when. You do not need to know the why.
Dude's tired already.
Everything you need to know. You will do it exactly as we say, or you will fail. If you fail...
See, we didn't get this treatment. So we have this thing in the military. I don't know about other branches, but I know Army and Marines have this. We have these things called POGs, which is called person other than grunt. It's a derogatory term. You call somebody a POG, you're basically calling them lesser than you because you don't do the real job. And everything that we do as grunts is always harder in every single way. People like to pretend they're grunts. I remember talking to an MP one time. He's like, yeah, we're going out in the field doing battle drills. And he's like, so we're basically like infantry. We were like, no, you're not. You're POG. I remember talking to somebody one time that was such a POG that we called them a POG. And she's like, what's that? Unbelievable. But you can always tell if they're in a POG unit, most of the time if there's females there, because there are almost zero ladies in infantry. This looks like peacetime military. What does that even mean? I believe all this drilling is to get mentally used to work on tasks, even under... Well, yeah, oh, absolutely. Everything... That's the thing about basic training and your AIT and your stuff is that anybody that's in the military could absolutely go to war. Anybody that, no matter what their job or MOS is in the military, they can pick up a gun and engage and destroy the enemy. Like that's what they're training you to do. Proficient or not is one way or another, but everybody gets trained to do the life-saving or life-ending job. So, yes, if shit hits the fan, which it absolutely could and absolutely did many, many times, can't forget, America defends the world. It's not just defending America. So anytime there's conflict, America's usually involved. They're training you in case that needs to happen. It's setting up a foundation for you. So yeah, under stress is definitely the thing.
Because you did your own thing, you will get very used to this position, and I promise you will not like it.
Get off the ground.
Stop doing push-ups. You will do exactly what we say, exactly how we tell you to do it. On your feet. So, no one said to dust off your hands. No one said to fix paperwork. Probably the rest position, move. Simple things. We tell you what to do. We tell you how to do it.
You don't do anything on your own.
Yourself off, I would have told you to do so. You do your own thing. You get used to this position. Start doing push-ups. While you were here at Fort Jackson in a basic combat training, initial entry training environment, there are 3 rules you will live by. Rule number 1, you will always have a battle buddy. Battle buddy for males consists of you and another male. If there's no male present, you will get 2 females.
Do push-ups, keep your back straight.
Females. Your battle buddy consists of you and another female. If there's no other female present, you will get 2 males. You will either have 1 member of the same gender or 2 members of the opposite gender. You will not go anywhere without a battle buddy present. Next, you will always be on the right-hand side of any and all hallways. If you're in a hallway, you'll be on the right-hand side. You'll be on the right-hand side of your battle buddy system in a single file line. That means ducks in a row, one behind the other. At no point in time should you be by yourself. At no point in time should you be on the left side of the hallway. and at no point in time
Stay
should
on
you
the
be
ground.
side by
Stay on the
side.
ground.
You
Off the
follow
ground.
these
Stay on
instructions,
the ground.
you have already
Off the
succeeded
ground.
in your first
Off the
pass.
ground. Push your body off the ground. Push it off the ground.
Stop doing push-ups.
What year did you join? 2017. That's another thing. Men and women were not allowed to mingle. They weren't allowed to be sleeping in the same bay. Like, none of that shit. Because they'll start fucking. Do you know how many stories I heard of people fucking the first chance men and women could? They would mingle, immediately start fucking. It is crazy. Insane.
Males face to your right, females to your left. Pick your bags up, put them in your right hand, paperwork in your left hand. Do it now.
Uh-oh. Starting to get to him. Look at him. He ain't getting it. Can't get it.
Classroom. Females are going to go first. Males go second. How these filings are going to work. The first person in the next row will look. When the last person in the row before them goes, they will follow behind. So males, look at me, you three. When the last person goes in that row, and that row, you will simply follow behind, yes?
Yeah, guns, yeah,
You will
yeah.
follow behind until every single one of you is inside my classroom, standing at the desk. When you get inside the classroom, you will place your bag under the table. Place your bag under the table, take out any and all paperwork. All of your paperwork will be opened and placed on the table neatly. If it's in a folder, a binder, a packet, I don't care what it's in, you will take it out and wait for a drill sergeant to give you further instructions. Your legs, your thighs will be on the back of the chair. I say again, bags under the table, paperwork on top, out of the...
Notice, and I still do this all the time. Even when I'm talking to just regular people, because that's just the way I am. I say again. I always say again. I don't say I'm sorry, and I don't say repeat, because I learned that in the military. Because whenever the drill sergeants yelled for me, one time, I couldn't understand him, and I immediately wanted to say, I'm sorry. But I remember somebody said that. And they said, sorry? And the drill sergeant said, so I'm a sorry. No, because they said, sorry, drill sergeant. I'm sorry, drill sergeant. You're sorry? I'm a sorry, drill sergeant. So I'm just a sorry drill sergeant to you. So I remember, okay, I don't need to say that. So what do I say? So it became like natural instinct for me to say again, drill sergeant. Say again. I've said that throughout my entire military career, and it was completely fine no matter what their rank, no matter what the situation. Say again. And you don't say repeat, because when you can't say repeat over comms. That's why they say again. They never say repeat.
Envelopes, thighs against the back of the chair.
If you say repeat over comms, that's not a good thing. Coming, drill sergeant? Yeah. I remember saying that. Coming, drill sergeant. You say moving. You don't say coming. You're coming? I don't care what you're doing. Disgusting. Stay away from me. Somebody else. You're disgusting. Every time. See where they go. So a lot of people don't realize this isn't basic training. This is in-dock station. This ain't even basic training. These aren't your drill sergeants. This isn't where you're gonna be. This is where you're gonna be for a few days. And then your drill sergeants come pick you up and you march. Well, we marched to where we're going to be staying for the next, at the time, it was 4 months.
Put your bags underneath the desk. Put your paperwork on top of the desk. Start taking your paperwork out of the envelope.
Artillery, yeah.
Place your legs against the chairs. Do not sit down.
It's late.
Start taking all your paperwork out of the envelopes. One nice neat stack.
And the civilians here that work here are pieces of fucking shit. They're fucking scumbags of the earth.
Place your bags underneath the chairs. Place your paperwork on top of the desk. Start taking all your paperwork out of your envelopes. What's about to happen is the drill sergeant and the cadre, we're going to go through your packets. We're going to take out what we need. And we're going to tell you to put your stuff away. You will quickly put your paperwork away we tell you to put away. Then you will sit down and place your right hand on the package. Do you understand? Yes, Drill Sergeant. Do you understand? Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Put all that in your bag. How does that? So you're standing or sitting, I don't care. Everyone take the index card that is at the top of the table. Take it and put it in front of you now. Pick up a pencil. Now, where it says name, you're going to write your last name. Do it now.
Yeah.
Underneath that, where it says SSN.
Yeah, there's good ones, but too many bad ones.
Security number. Do it now. Circle the third digit. Whatever the third digit of your social security number is, circle it. Underneath that, you see your roster number.
Put it all away. Put it in your
The
bag.
letter in your roster number.
I know it's their jobs and drill sergeants get used to it, but don't they ever get tired of treating people that way? Have you ever seen one of them needing to let off steam? Treating people what way? Treating people what way? Or see you, Memphis. See you, bro. Do you think they're being mean? This isn't being mean. And that's what I think that's what people sometimes mistake being very direct and firm as being mean. That's not being mean. It's just being direct. You're not there to be treated nice. You're there to get trained because it could be a life or death situation. Lopin with the 10 months. I peaked in boot camp. Simple orders, clear standards. Better than people being nice. Yeah. People aren't there to be your fucking friend. And you're there to get trained so that you can be a part of the United States military. That's it. They're not trying to be your friend. Do drill sergeants have their moments of like being buddy-buddy? Absolutely. Near the end of your training. You haven't earned it. A lot of the times, and I know one of my drill sergeants was a badass. He was in Restrepo. So a lot of those guys you're seeing are fucking killers. A lot of those dudes in combat. A lot of those dudes, like my drill sergeant, my lead drill sergeant, he was E7. He lost one of his best friends in Restrepo. And I didn't earn that right. I remember asking him a question. He's like, all right, privates, you're almost done basic training. You're almost done with, it was AIT at the time, but it's OSIT. So we were almost about to get shipped off to our units. And he asked us if we want to ask him any questions. And I remember one of the questions I asked, because I had ambitions to go, I want to get Ranger Tab, I want to go to SF unit, and then I wanted to go CAG. I want to go, I want to do the long walk. I want to go to unit. I asked him, how was Ranger school? Because he had a Ranger Tab. And he looked at me, pissed, like I was undeserving of an answer. He goes, you don't worry about that yet, Private. He said, you don't worry about that yet, Private. You just get through OSIT. And he wasn't being a dick. What he was doing was giving me good advice. And that advice was, focus on the task at hand now. Then when you complete it, you can focus on the next one. He wasn't being a dick. People in this life are way too soft because they're not used to hearing bad words, or they're not used to hearing no, or they're not used to hearing, like, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about. You need to redo that. You need to retrain. You need to do this. You need to do that. You're not there yet. You're fat. Yeah, you're ugly. Yeah, you should probably shave your armpits. Like, they're not used to being told that I'm not good enough. And that's how you grow as a person. Improving yourself in some way, shape, or form, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. People aren't used to that. And they think it's people being assholes. He's a douchebag. And they'll write you off as one. Or CBG. It was a good movie, Doc. Yeah, I watched it a long time ago. Your ugly's a different category? It ain't. You can improve that. You can improve your looks. Yeah, you're ugly. You don't deserve her. Sometimes I just want to grab people and beat the shit out of them, so I cannot imagine the level of refrain these guys even have. I mean, I don't know. It's just being professional, man. My drill sergeant put hands on me. I'll talk about that here in a minute.
Get your bag off the table.
It's almost done.
Get your paperwork off the table.
All of it away. All of it. Step out. Put it in the
Sit down, place your right hand on the stack.
That letter and your roster number, that is the company you're going to be in processing with. For all of you, it says C, because you're going to be in
All right, they're just talking about, they're just doing like the paperwork and stuff. Yeah. All right. But yeah, dude, one time I got hands put on me. And it was the only time I knew what I did was fucked up. He was spotting me. Now, this is the first time that I was shooting my M4. We just went to the white phase. That's what it is. The second phase is white phase. And we were I think we were zeroing. But how they do it, how they make you do it is so stressful. You know, you have to keep the gun pointed down range. You got to do a sequence of, you know, put it on safe. You know, all this, like the whole sequence, right? And I fucked up the sequence. I remember I unloaded the magazine and I popped the magazine out before I put it on safe. Before you do anything, it only switches to fire whenever you're ready to kill. Like, that's it. You don't do it at any other times. Even when you're moving. If you're running with your weapon, you put it on safe. Like, you never, ever, ever have it on fire until you are ready to shoot it. Ready to go. And I took the magazine out before I put it on safe, and he took his boot and he slammed it in the back of my helmet, my ACH, and pushed it into my face into the sandbag because it's a safety violation. Because at any given moment, you know, if I sit there and grab that gun, I start waving that motherfucker around, it's a safety violation. People's lives are at risk. Now, he don't know me. He don't know that I'm a responsible, you know, older guy. You know, so he puts boot in the back of my fucking ACH and pushed my face into the sandbag. And he's, you know, told me that you need to put it on safe before you do anything. Or, you know, say what I just said, you know. I was like, all right. I learned my lesson. I put it motherfucker on safe every fucking time now. What I mean with the first question was this. Having to constantly deal with people who are not normally used to following orders. Isn't it tiring? No, not really. This comes with the job, man. We do it in the military. Like whenever I was a sergeant, I acted as a, at the end of my career, I was a acting platoon sergeant. Platoon sergeant is an E7 position. So I had to, anytime we got a new private, I would get him and bring him to the company, tell him what to do, all that shit. Of course I would fuck with him. I mean, what is it, bro? You meeting this fucking guy, you meeting this short, stocky motherfucker. It's 5 p.m. I want to go home and play Warzone, right? And you show up all scared, you know, because this is your first time going to your unit and you're dealing with an NCO that's going to be in charge of you. A lot of the times, the people that you're meeting are just getting back from deployment. Like, they don't want to fuck with you. So, you know, I remember picking this guy up. I'll tell you a little quick story. Let me read this real quick. I got to do advanced gun quals as an E5 next to the boot camp kids. It's funny to watch the line instructors yelling at the kids and going, hey, man, you need help zeroing your irons? Yeah. Put my boot in the back of my kid's helmet, make sure he knows better. Throws fucking crack. You fucking idiots. All right. I'll tell you this quick one. This was fun. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. I only fucked with him at the very beginning. And then that next day, like I was like, hey, just, just go down there. I'll tell you. So what is E5 and E7? E5 is your sergeant. So E5 is your pay grade. Like the E stands for enlisted. So like there's E1 through 9, and then you got your O's. Your O's are officers. So it's officer and enlisted. So E5 is sergeant. That's my pay grade. The only one that's weird is E4 and E8. You got first sergeant, master sergeant, and then you got corporal and specialist. But I was E5. Yeah. So I went to go pick this kid up, and as soon, I remember they're like, "Hey, he's up here at battalion. You gonna send somebody to come pick him up?" Yeah, I'll come pick him up. Put the phone down, walk up to battalion. Or I drive up battalion in my Jeep Wrangler. Oh yeah, baby. Yo, we gonna get this motherfucker now, baby. And they always say like, what's his rank? Where'd he come from? This and that. So a lot of the times in the 82nd, we'll get people from Ranger Bat. We'll get people from the Q course. We'll get people from all kinds of stuff. Because if you fail a special operations course like I did, they boot you to the 82nd. And that's what I did. So I got booted to the 82nd. So a lot of times they'll be like, where'd he come from? Oh, he's an E5 from Ranger Bat. Okay. Like you'll obviously show him respect. Because people get kicked out of Ranger Bat all the fucking time. Ask guns. But so we got a guy, private, fresh out of airborne school. This motherfucker did everything. He did basic. He did AIT. He jumped out of airplanes, bro. He's got his badge. He's got everything. But guess what? You're in a brand new place. What you do is that you'll complete a school. Your highest honors, next spot. Everybody in this next spot has already done everything that you've already done. So they don't give a fuck. You go through your unit, you go to something else, boom. Now you're the bottom bitch again. Everybody up here don't give a fuck what you did down here because everybody's already done it. Who gives a fuck? So you're back down to being a bottom bitch. So I went and picked him up. I walked into battalion, right? Put my sergeant face on. I wasn't going to be a dick. I'm not a dick. Purposely, I'm just very direct. You do this or you get punished. No big deal. Just do what you're supposed to do. So I walk in. Immediately, I remember he was looking this way. Looks to the right, sees me. Immediately stands up, goes to parade rest because he knows, all right, this guy's picking me up. I was like, hey man, what's your name? This and that. He told me his name, yes, sergeant, no sergeant, all that shit. So they call you by your rank. They already know what's going on. Okay, grab your bags. Let's go. Picks his bag. He's got 2 green duffels. He's got his entire life. 2 green duffels. He's like, all right, I'll meet you downstairs. So meet him downstairs. I was like, let's go outside. He's grabbing his bag. He can't get it through the door. He's fucking trying. So now he can't do it in a timely manner. So now motherfucker's freaking out. And he's like trying to shove the green bags through the doors. So I was like, you need some help with that? He's like, no, sir, I got it, sir. All right, I'll help you. And I was going to help him. I wasn't going to trick him. I was going to help him. I was going to grab a bag for him and help him through the door. But he's got it. Okay, no big deal. He's got it. So he's carrying these bags, and they're fucking heavy, bro. You got a backpack on. You got 2 green duffels. They're like 40 fucking pounds. He is struggling. So we meet in the parking lot. I was like, all right, we need to get you a barracks room. Meet me at the barracks. Roger that, Sergeant. I get in my car. I drive to the barracks, and he walks there. And we get him a barracks room, do all that stuff. Now he has a place to sleep tonight. Okay, cool. I got to take him to the company, and now I got to do some paperwork, and now he's free to go. So outside the barracks, I go, so here's what's going to happen. Put your green duffel bags up. I want you to take your green duffel bags, put them in your room. Then you're going to go to the company. You're going to go to DECO, Delta Company. That is all the way to the end, 2 doors over on the right. Don't let me beat you there. And then I walked away. I went and got in my Jeep. He had to run and put his green duffels up in his room. Then he had to run to the company and make sure to beat me there. I took my time. Walked to my Jeep, crank that son of a bitch up, turn the radio on, drive over there, park, walk across the street, stood at the front door, and I see him running. I see his fucking ass fucking hauling fucking ass. And I was like, all right, you're late. I gave you 1 assignment. You failed it. Let's go. So now what I do, Now what I do is that since you can't follow instructions, all right, you're going to waste my time. You're going to be filling out this paper, doing a wall sit. So I helped them out. I was like, listen, I'm helping you out. Now you got a desk. You put it on your thighs, you use it as a desk, and you get to sit down on the wall. So now he's sitting on the fucking wall again. He's fucking filling out the fucking paper, legs shaking like a motherfucker. And he filled out the paperwork, nothing like that. And the craziest thing is, and here's what people don't understand, is whenever you're giving these people privates, people of in the military, when you're being very calm about it and you're not trying to be mean, you're just being, like, go ahead and do this, do that, move here, move there. And you're being very calm about it. It sends mixed signals because he's not mad at me and he's not mean, but he's making me feel pain, right? And they learned really quick, and I gave him the instructions to do the next thing for the next day, and he did it. He actually ended up being a really good soldier. Sometimes it's that initial response of, I can't fuck around or I'm gonna get fucked with. But if I don't fuck around, I don't get fucked with. And they really need to understand that. And that's why I think not every time your kids do something wrong, they need a spanking, because people learn different ways. Some people learn from positive reinforcement. Some people learn from being disappointed. And then some people learn only through pain. And I learned that. I had a guy under me that only learned through pain. And he would fucking puke every single fucking time. Some guys, totally fine. I was like, man, are you kidding me, bro? That just fucked me, bro. And that disappointment, they're like, I don't want to disappoint him again. He's really good to me. I don't want to disappoint him again. And that's just enough. So I learned how to be an effective, outstanding leader in the military through all the leaders I had, and 99% of them, bro, were bad. Really, really bad, bro. I had to go to behavioral health. Some of my guys know what I'm talking about in chat, because my first sergeant was so bad. I almost said, fuck the rest of my life. He deserves pain. And he did. He was a real fucking piece of shit. Fuck him. All right, Jesse, we'll see you, man. But the last leader, my last first sergeant, my last commander, were very nice to me. Those were the only two leaders that I had in my life in the military that were actually good leaders. And they were actually not fucking assholes to me. But because of that, I'm an outstanding leader now. And I don't have a problem saying that.